Alright, so some of you guys may know where I am. I'm actually inside of my reticulated python enclosure. This is Lucy's enclosure. I was just cleaning it out, replaced all the bedding, sprayed it down with F10, which is a snake-safe disinfectant, and I'm about to move this new bedding in here. There's so much room in here, I can actually just tip it right over. I'm going to put some new bedding in here and then move Lucy over. Alright guys, so are you ready for this? I have Lucy's enclosure cleaned. I have new coconut husk put back in. I use Pro Coco. Expand the block and put it in there. And I have the setup here. I decided I'm going to weigh Lucy, get a weight on her. And this is the balance that I use. It actually goes up to 400 pounds. It's pretty heavy duty. And I already put a container on here. And I have this 25-pound weight. And Lucy, believe it or not, she weighs twice as much as this weight. That's a pretty heavy duty weight. And let's see, 25.3, so looks like it's pretty accurate. And a little bit over. I'm thinking this weight's probably a little bit more than 25, so I'm thinking the balance is probably more accurate than the weight. And I actually have Lucy down here in this boa tub. And this is originally where I had her, down in this boa tub in the ARS rack, and it fits in here really nice, but the only problem is she outgrew the boa tub, and so for a temporary enclosure, this is perfect. Definitely not long term, but for cleaning her cage, this is the perfect setup. So I actually decided on this one, I think Lucy's getting a little too big for me to handle alone comfortably. So I'm going to bring in another person. They're going to be the cameraman. And if anything goes really wrong, they're going to jump in and help me out. But I'm thinking it should go okay because Lucy was in a pretty good mood. And we managed to get her in the boa tub okay. Now we just have to get her back to the enclosure. So I'm going to bring my other cameraman in. And I'm going to get a weight on Lucy. And then we're going to transfer to the enclosure that's all cleaned up. And you'll see handling monster snakes is kind of exhilarating. You never know what's going to happen, and you don't really know the size of the snake just by looking at a picture or someone taking a video unless someone's actually picking that snake up and wrestling it. And I'm a pretty big guy. I'm about 6'4" and 225 pounds, so you get an idea about how big this snake is. If it was someone smaller, I definitely would not recommend holding a snake this big by yourself. Alright guys, so I have my cameraman here to help me out, and I always recommend using a snake hook for a snake this big. And I'm going to hand off my camera, and we're going to see what kind of a mood Lucy's in here. Get her out of this tub and take a weight on her. And I'm sure she'll be doing pretty good. She's definitely ready to come out. And I like to just give her a little love tap. And she looks like she's alright. She hasn't been in there too long. So let me show you how big this girl is. Whew. She is a big girl. Wow. She's almost all that I can handle. Oh. We'll see if we can get her in this little tub here. Woo. I don't think she's real happy about the tub. She doesn't want to stay. I don't think she fits in here. Alright, come on Lucy. Here we go. She is 51.4. Alright, we gotta wait on this girl. Woo. Take a look at this beast of a snake. She's a monster. Wow. Whew. Take a look at that beautiful snake. Yeah. Don't be afraid, cameraman. Alright. Follow me this way. And we'll put her in the boa, in the enclosure out here. Whew, she's a big girl. Man. Alright. Here she goes. Take a look at this. Come on, girl. Oh yeah, she knows right where to go. She's loving that. She's such a beautiful snake. I think the albino retics are one of my hands down, one of my favorite morphs. She is beautiful. Just take a look at that snake. She is wonderful. So was that a big snake, or was that a big snake? That's amazing. I love those big retics. There's nothing like them in the world. And if you're thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend it. Just make sure you have a good snake hook and at least 2 people. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.